What up, guys? Welcome to the very first show of Downloaded. I'm your host, Marcus Drew Steele, and we're talking everything music related. We've got a lot of music news, we've got upcoming concerts, and my weekly obsession. We're talking Drake, Beyonce, Kanye West, Lumineers, 21 Pilots, and a little bit more. So buckle in tight. It's time for Downloaded. Let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're talking Drake, who is setting the record for the most weeks atop Billboard by a male artist. Now, his new album just came out. It's called Views, and it's actually really good. I like it. There's a lot of songs on there. You can definitely tell there's a Caribbean influence and vibe on this album. And he's actually got a few songs I've been hearing on the radio quite a bit. One Dance is actually #1, which I think is his second Billboard 100 #1, because the first one was Hotline Bling. But his album's really good, and this is very surprising because it says that he's been on the Billboard 100 or just in any spot for almost 102 weeks or something like that. So kudos to Drake for actually doing it big with the Views album that he has. It's actually in stores right now, and you can also buy it on iTunes. We'll get to some more Drake here in a moment. Also in music news, Beyonce. She's dedicating her song Halo to the victims of the Orlando shooting. For those of you who don't know, a gunman opened fire on a gay nightclub in Orlando over the weekend, and 49 people were killed and another 53 were injured. And so at a concert, Beyonce was performing Halo on her Formation World Tour and decided to dedicate it to those who had passed away and their families, and for friends who have to, move on without their friends and stuff after that tragic incident on Saturday, or on, I guess, Saturday night, Sunday morning. I won't go into too much detail on that, but it's very nice to see that a lot of musical artists and things like that are, using their platform and using their voice to be heard and let everyone know that, this is not okay and that change is needed. So good for them. Also in music news, we're seeing a little bit more from Lil Wayne, who's actually back on the road after having to do an emergency landing on a flight from a seizure. Now, this is not the first time that Lil Wayne has had a seizure due to lean or scissor or whatever you want to call it, that, a lot of the rappers and just musical artists in general are known to be sipping on. But this is cause for major concern for Lil Wayne, because this is, again, not the first time that this has happened to him. And this is some big health troubles. He actually had to be rushed to the hospital because of his seizure. For those of you who don't know, scissor or lean is actually, it's like a codeine, a cough syrup type thing mixed with some type of, Skittle candy or, alcohol or something like that. Not good. Lil Wayne is doing okay though. Like I said, several outlets are reporting that he is back on the road and back doing his engagements and things like that. But a very scary occurrence, and again, he should probably definitely maybe get some help for this. I don't know. We'll see. Also, a big shout out to everyone who attended Bonnaroo this past couple of weeks ago here between June 9th and 12th. I heard it was off the chain. I have not yet been to a Bonnaroo, but I hear it's so good, and I've got a lot of friends who actually go, and I've seen all of the pictures all over my Instagram feed and on my Facebook and on my Twitter and everything. Good, we get it. You were at Bonnaroo. It's cool. This year's lineup, there were a ton of acts, and some of them just to kind of give you a little insight into the Bonnaroo concert. There was Pearl Jam, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, Def Cab for Cutie, Haim was there, Chris Stapleton, Churches, Jason Isabel, Ween, Halsey, the Chainsmokers. They're really hot right now. So it's also a really awesome thing. It's a really cool festival. It's in the Midwest if you ever want to attend. This year, again, it was between June 9th and 12th, and I heard it was a blast. So be on the lookout for 2017 Bonnaroo. I'm sure that'll be just as hot as this year's was. Finally, in music news, I guess one of the biggest concerts that everybody's talking about is Kanye West just announced his latest concert called St. Pablo Tour, and it's all to promote his latest album called The Life of Pablo. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have yet to listen to The Life of Pablo. I hear a lot of mixed feelings about it. It's either it's really good or not his best work. And it kind of goes for Kanye himself. Either you really like Kanye or you really dislike Kanye. So I'm really going to have to check that out. But it's awesome that he's getting back on the road so quickly as it is and going back on tour. And we're actually going to talk some more about Kanye's new tour along with some other tours in our next segment for upcoming concerts and tours that you need to check out. So keep it right here. We'll be right back. All right, so now it's time to talk about some upcoming tours and tours that are already taking place that you should check out, that I think you should check out, and what the hell, we should all check out. First up, of course, like I was just saying, is Kanye West's new tour called St. Pablo. It's a St. Pablo tour, and it kicks off August 25th at Bankers Life Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, he's got to have nearly 40 city dates that he's going to, including New York, Los Angeles, Toronto, Chicago, Montreal, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Miami, and so much more. So his North America schedule is already packed. You can go ahead and get your tickets now. They're on Ticketmaster. I would definitely say go ahead and check that out. Another tour that you also want to look forward to is the Lumineers. They're actually going on, they've had a few shows already this summer, and they're going to be over here in California in the fall. So if you haven't been up on them, I would definitely say maybe check out some of their music. They're really nice. They're really dope. And if you want to catch a concert and you're on the West Coast, they'll be coming to a city near you pretty soon, so you can check them out. Also, of course, a tour that everybody's talking about, everybody's been going to. Beyonce is still trekking across the country on her Formation World Tour. I've seen pretty much every video clip already without even having to go to the tour on YouTube or Instagram or anything. I've seen all of the dance breaks. I may even know a few, but that's just me. I've seen all of the performances, all of the videos pretty much, but I guess nothing really beats being there in person. It looks very dope off of all of the video clips that I've seen, but if you've been to a Formation concert, sound off on the comments section here and let us know what you thought. If you haven't been to the Beyonce Formation concert and you want to, definitely get there. And if you just don't care, hey, you don't care. How about another concert that you guys should check out too? 21 Pilots. They're kind of maybe a little bit new to the scene. They've had their single already that's been hitting up and blazing the radio sound waves and the music charts and stuff like that, but they're getting ready to go on tour. So you obviously want to make sure to check them out as well. All of these tours you can go and check out on Ticketmaster.com to find out dates, to find out where they're going to be, how much tickets are going to cost, because they're not cheap, they're not expensive, any of the above. So go on Ticketmaster.com if you want to check those out, and also get ready because they'll be coming to a city near you, and I'm sure a lot more acts will be touring this summer and into the fall as well. And as soon as we learn some more about them, we'll get you covered. All right. So lastly, I want to talk about my weekly obsession. My weekly obsession comes full circle here because we're going back to Drake. I have heard One Dance, Controlla, and a few other songs off of Drake's Views album, but Controlla is just something that has been on point for me. I could see this. I'm seeing this become a huge summer hit for him already. I love the song. There's just something about the island vibe, the island sort of experience that this song is throwing off for me, and I love it. Controlla is so dope. The sound, the beat. To me, I like it better when Drake sings. I love the rapping style of Drake too, but the songs where Drake sings is just something so different, and so not a lot of people are doing that. And of course, not a lot of people rap and sing at the same time anyway. So I think that's pretty dope and it's pretty cool. Let me know what your weekly obsession is. What are you listening to right now? What's on your iPod? What's on your playlist? What do you want to download? What are you maybe stealing from someone? Who knows, Let me know in the comments below or sound off after this video. And we'll talk some more on the next show. Well, that's it for Downloaded. I'm Marcus Drew Steele. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. We'll have more music news, more upcoming concerts, maybe even some more tidbits in the next show. And, of course, my weekly obsession. I don't know what I'll be listening to. Hopefully it's something else besides Controlla. We'll see. If not, then I'll just say Controlla again on the next weekly obsession tip. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Check you guys later.